Hi, it's Hilary from the Hoffman Institute, and I want to show you a tool that's been useful to me and thousands of other people in navigating difficult times. And this tool might be useful for you during the pandemic, which is a time, like many times in life, where we can't choose what's happening. But even though we cannot choose the external circumstances, we can always choose how to be with what's going on. So this tool is called LeftRoad, RightRoad, and Choice. And if you're going to use it on your own, you simply have to draw a left road and draw a right road. And if you want, you can draw the choice point in the middle. So the left road is the road of letting your negative patterns run you. And the right road is the road of resilience and newness and being in your spiritual self, your spiritual essence, as opposed to the left road, which is being in your negative patterns. And as you notice, the left road goes around and around. You can see it just goes back on itself. How many of you know that experience of getting stuck in your negative programming on autopilot and you just go around and around and around? Whereas the right road goes up into the land of the unknown. When we're on our right road, we're greeting each moment with presence. And when we're present and we're not operating out of autopilot, new and beautiful things can emerge. So let's look at this in terms of the current situation of the pandemic. Interestingly, you can have the same emotion on both roads. It's just how you handle the emotion that's different. For example, fear. Fear is a really natural, normal emotion to be having right now in these circumstances. So I'm going to write fear on the right road, and I'm also going to write it on the left. Oops. But let's talk about what kind of fear and how we are with our fear on both roads. On the left road, we feed fear. We terrorize ourselves. We may obsess on the news. There's so much news out there right now that is traumatic and terrifying. So it's a very easy time to get in a fear, catastrophizing, doom cycle, right? Whereas on the right road, we feel fear, but we feel healthy fear. We may feel it in the form of concern, or we may feel quite extreme fear. But when we feel our feelings, we are present to ourselves. And we can feel our feelings here with self-compassion, mindfulness, self-love. Whereas over here, we're just stoking a fire. So let's look at a little bit more about this left road. So this is one option. Feeding the fear, watching the news, obsessing on things, only reading for negative things. That could be one way of handling it. Another way actually could be over here, denial. Denial is another left road way of being, which is this isn't happening. I refuse to accept that this is happening. And maybe out of denial, you act irresponsibly. If you're going to say this isn't happening, maybe you're putting yourself in danger, being out in public, not taking care of washing your hands, that kind of thing. It can also be magical thinking, right? Like that's a form of denial, like not wanting to look at what's really happening, which can set you up for danger or contributing to problems for others if you're not taking this seriously. Where over here, with healthy fear, you take it seriously, you're informed, and you're responsible. This is really the road of self-responsibility, the right road. Another way of denial that's not magical thinking is, just escapism. This could be through addictions, shutting down. It's got a contraction. The left road is a contraction. Either I'm terrified or I don't want to know what's happening, and it can lead to isolation. So I'm saying the left road is a contraction, and this is a contraction A circle in and of itself is like a contraction, whereas this is an expansion. The right road, you're expanding into newness. You're expanding your heart. You're able to love yourself and love other people. And it's really courageous to expand. It's courageous to open your heart to love, to loving the world, to caring about others, to finding out how you can contribute. So on the right road, you contribute to others and you ask for help. There's a lot of connection over here on the right road. Connection to self, connection to others. Whereas over here, there's isolation, contraction, and not asking for help, shutting down, addictions. So as I've been talking, you may have a sense of your own patterns that might come up on the left road, your own negative patterns. Maybe you go into self-blame or blaming other people, blaming the government, blaming the virus, blaming yourself. And on the right road, it's a road of forgiveness, compassion, and acceptance. Accepting this is what's happening right now. And given that acceptance, what's the most responsible, loving way I can be with myself and others? And on this right road, one posture that can be really helpful, I'm going to put the cap on my pen, is hands on heart, which connects you to self. This gesture, this mudra, makes oxytocin, which is the bonding hormone. And we find oxytocin, bonding hormones, endorphins on the right road because on the right road we're living in the parasympathetic nervous system, which is also called relax and respond. So relax, respond. And there's a lot of breathing. There's a lot of breath over on the right road. Whereas on the left road, we're in the sympathetic nervous system, also called fight, flight, and freeze. Fight, flight, freeze. So on this left road, you have three options. Fight others, fight yourself, fight the world. Flight, escape, get out of here, go into all my addictions. Freeze, deer in the headlights. Whereas on this road, with relax and respond, that's not only two options of relax and respond. It's actually relax, breathe, connect to self, connect to source, and respond. And the variety of ways that you can respond from your parasympathetic nervous system, grounded on your right road, are manifold. There's so many. We can't count them, and we don't even know what they are because we discover them in each moment. The right road is really a road of discovery and newness. The good news is you can come to this choice point at any moment. Even if you find yourself in this spiral over here, whatever that is for you, maybe terrifying yourself, terrorizing yourself, escaping, isolating, you can come to the choice point and go onto your right road at any point. It's almost as if there's always a cut through right here, and the cut through is breathing. It's hands on your heart, reaching out to yourself and to others. It's connection to self and others. So it's good news to know that you can make a choice at any moment. You can use this tool to outline what your negative patterns are and what your positive alternative would be, and to embody it. So on behalf of everyone at the Hoffman Institute, we wish you well.